Hey family, welcome to yet another edition of the Opolotivasti Solutions. And in this video, we're going to be focusing more on the 6U rack cabinet assembly, focusing on the rack cabinet wall mounting, focusing on the network setup and installation. That's all we're going to cover up in this video. Hope you enjoy as we learn and move together. Thank you. In case you are new, kindly hit that subscription bell as we travel and move together. Peace as we enjoy. Thank you. So here we are with our box here. We have to unwrap it. It's still brand new. We have to find ways of opening up. It's a wall mount rack box having all the pieces that we need. So I'll have to look for a pliers or something, a blade that can cut this off. So I need to cut it, cut it little off. So once I'm done cutting, I'll just have to open it up. So I'll get these parts out. This is the glass, more of the glass door. These are the parts that are assembled. So I'll get this glass off. Remember, it's delicate. And I'll get these other parts off. Get this part also out. And here side. I'll get this other part also out. Put it aside. We'll get these are the screws that we're going to be using. They're also embedded in here. There are quite many as well, but they'll help us into our fixing time. So I'll just put them aside for now. Then I'll get this other part. And put them aside as I prepare where to assemble it from. So this is the downer part that we start with. We can start with the downer part, or rather the top part. Start right away with this part. We join it in at the extreme end. Join it at the extreme end. Then get the screws that flip it aside to an angle where you can fix the screws. So I'll fix the screws, get a second one, also fix it in here, and use my screwdriver, tighten the screws a little bit. And I'll flip it aside and get the other external side, and also need to get some alignment, something to help me with the level. Oops. So we fix this one. This is the opposite side. Fix it under. So like I said, I get my screws, fix the screws to attach it, and open and flip it to an angle. This is the angle. Get the screw and attach your screw That's your screw very well. Put the second screw and tighten them very fast. Tighten the second one as well. Tighten the second screw. Then flip it a little, flip it aside, and get the second. We'll look for my other layer. So I'll get the other edge. And also fix it into this other external side. So I'll get the screws that I need. I'll get the screws that I need and also flip it from this other top side where the screws are meant to enter. So I'll put the screws and put these other ones also in and tighten them with the screwdriver. For the start, you don't have to tighten them well harder because remember you have to turn them. In case you make a mistake, you can just unscrew them, but for the meantime you have to just make them a bit loose so that they can give you ample working space or to enable adjustment in case you need to adjust anything. So I'll tighten these ones, flip it aside, check from the inner side. We'll get the bolts. I'll get the bolts because remember the screws are fixed using bolts at the extreme end. So I'll get my I'll fix my bolts into the screws that I put first. So this one I'll just put it, get the second one, put it inside also and fix it a little tighter. Okay, so I'll get the third one as well, fix it from the this other screw. I've first put one screw at all corners. So I'll get the fourth one, then fix it also inside. Fix it inside, just like this. Okay, so I'll just check whether it's a bit firm, and this confirms that it's a bit firm. So our next step is to get the top cover, and I think you can see that it's coming through. But before we get the top cover, we need also to put the frame that covers the back side. So I'll first put the one that covers the back side, and here it is. And I'll fix it here. So I'll get the screws also and try to adjust them into the screw holes, which is here. Put it into the screw holes and put the screws as well. But this time around we're not making the screws tight, because remember we need to fix the top. If you make it firm, the top might be a little harder to enter into the frame, the entire frame as it's done. So I'll put these screws here. I'll get this one, fix it in, get the second one also, fix it in. So I'll first remove the cover as I get to change and tighten. and tighten the base. So let's first put the second screws. Right, first we had put one for all the angles, so we are putting the second one. Now that we know that it can be fixed firmly from the other side. Yeah. So I'll tighten them. Tighten this one also. I'll tighten the other one as well. Go on to the last one. Tighten it also, just to make it firm. So I'll flip it aside to get my top part, so that I can fix the bolts as well to support on the screws. I'll get these are the bolts. These are the sizes that we need. These are the bolts actually that I'm fixing into the screws. So I'll fix this bolt here into the second screw that I've added. I'll get a second one as well. Fix it into the screw at that corner. I'll get another one. Fix it into that corner. Fix it, tighten it to make sure it's. I'm using my fingers right now, but later on I'll use a tool. I will either use a spanner or pliers. So I'll get the other pair, which is remaining. These are the bolts that we are using. So I'll fix it there. Then these holes that hold the back part, they're a bit small, so I'm trying to widen them a bit with my screwdrivers. I'll try to get the screws that fit exactly into the hole that I've widened. So we have these ones. I'll at least get the size. Okay, now I can get the base, and these are my screws. There are 4. So I'll put the base back very well. I'll put the back over. So I'll put my screws there and tighten them. Tighten them here, tighten. Okay, I'll get another one, fix it at the opposite side, making an X. So I'll put it there and tighten it also. So I will tighten it. Tighten it. Yeah, but this time around I don't have to over tighten it, because remember we haven't put the top. So I have to make these upper ones, these ones up a little loose, so that it can give me room to fix the top part of the rack. So I'll fix this one too. I'll fix this. Fix this one. Fix this.
get it out also. For this other one, I'll fix it from this other corner and tighten it a little. Tighten it a little, tighten it a little, using my screwdriver. So that's it. I think I'm done with this other part. So what is left is to get the top part, and I think something fell down here. This is the screw that I need to first put back before I put my top cover. So let me just tighten this a bit. Remember, we haven't put the bolt to handle to tighten off, make the screws firm. So I'll just make this loose a little, loose, not tight. Remember, just a little tighter, but leaving it not fully firm. That's why I'm calling it loose. Won't make it firm. So that's enough. I think it's a little firm, but in case I need to adjust while fixing the top part, I can always create that space for adjustment. So I have to get my top. I need to get my top cover, which is this one. So I'll fix it. Now this is what I was talking about. Now it's a bit hard. I can't fix it in because remember I made them firm. So all I have to do is loosen this other part, loosen only the part that is at the extreme corner, so that I can allow room for this top part to fall in. So what is left is first remove this, and I make these screws a little loose, so that I can adjust and push the top into this other downer frame. So I will, you see, even if I try to force, it can't enter because I've made this firm. So I have to first remove this, and I push it a little inside, just like this. I will remove it and push it a little inside. So here it can hold firmly, and at least it has entered inside. So all I need to do is get the screws and make it firm. So I'll put the screws into these holes. I'll get my screws and I'll get my others. Now this time around I'm putting two because it's the only, I think, final part for this, apart from putting the door. So I will tighten these ones very fast. Tighten very fast. Go to the second one. Tighten it very fast. Boop. Go to the second one, third one. Tighten it very fast. Remember, time is money. So I will tighten it very fast. Tighten, 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 tighten. Get my other one for this other side. Also, I'll get my screws and put it at the top. So tighten them. Get the second one from the side and tighten it also. So I'll now this is the time I put back the one that I had removed to hold the behind panel. So let me first fix this one, chop chop. With my screw I will tighten it. Tighten, tighten, tighten it. Tighten this one. Tighten this one as well. Tighten this one. So I need to tighten this other one that I'd removed to adjust to create room for this entry. So I'll get the screw here, and here it is. So I'll just now this time around make it firm so that it's strong enough. I'll get the second one as well, fix it down here, and tighten the rack. So I will tighten this one also. Tighten this. So it's a bit, I think, firm, as you can see. And now you see the front part. This is the front part. And what is left right now is to fix the door. I think we have the base, or rather the bottom part. So I'll get these openings. We can first remove them and always put them back after we are done with this setup. So I'll change it, flip it, and remove this other second door of the angles. And this is how it looks from this other side. So far this is how our rack is looking. So I'm left with getting the door part, and it's always fixed at the front side. So I'll get my door. Remember, it has these points where it holds at the extreme edges, and it's so I'll get the lock. So this is the lock with its key firmly fixed. So it has a lock from the from the other side. So it also has this. Initially, they first put the screw to hold this other inner lock. So we shall pass it here, and this is where we tie the lock. But it has a screw fitted in to enable it hold the lock. So I'll first remove that screw and fix the lock. Use that very screw. This is the screw. I'll get it out and fix my lock here. But before you do that, you have to first pass through this washer, the one that holds now, the one that holds the lock. So I'll just flip it through, change it, flip it through, chop. So I'll get my lock, and here is the lock, and hold it firmly with my screw here. So I will make it a little flexible so that it's not hard to open the door, the rack door, when need arises. So this is my door, and there is this other part where the lock enters. So let me first remove the lock so that I first fix the door back. The lock we shall put it when we are done. We shall put it later when we are done. So
drilling is not we need to get the screws. So I'll get the bolts that fit in here, but I need to make the hole a little wider. Make it a little wider.
widen the hole. So we use bigger bolts. So I get the one that fits here, and I will have to fit it in. So I have this. Trying to fit them in. Widen it a little. Widen it a little. I have to get this and also drill this other side of the edge. Remember, I'm doing this after measuring and aligning the right path. So I will just keep drilling this, drilling. I will keep drilling. Once I'm done, I need to make it a little wider. Remember, you have to use bigger bolts. You have to use bigger bolts and stronger so that they can hold the rack firmly without any disruptions, so that they can carry the switch and all the components easily without any interruption. So just widen this bolt. Remember, I'm using a bigger bolt. So get this one also drilled. I'll knock it using my hammer here. Knock using my hammer. So I'll get the screws out to enable me now fix the rack onto the wall, which is known as wall mounting. So I'll have to mount the rack onto the wall, and I'll be using these screws to hold it firmly. So let me get them out. Get them out. This is it. I'll get it out. Get this one also out. Get this one also out. So now I have to fix the rack. I have to mount it onto the wall and fix it into the nails. Into the using the screws that are fixed. I have to start with the upper side so that it can hold it firmly. Here we go. Yeah, it needs some energy to support. So we have to get this out and ensure that it's held firmly from all the angles. So I have it's firm enough. So I'll tighten the bolts using this tool. I'll tighten it a little harder. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Tighten this one also. Tighten so that it can be held firmly. True story, we are almost there. So I'll still continue tightening the bolts in a bid to keep it firm, to keep the wall mount rack firm. I'll tighten the bolts here. Tighten it. Tighten this one also. You have to tighten. So always ensure that you tighten this other part, because if you don't tighten, then the wall is your rack will be a bit weak, and when you put like heavy gadgets on top, that can easily become loose and maybe break down at some point. So you have to put something stronger to make it stronger and firm enough so that it can't fall off, or it can last longer at where you've mounted it. So in this case, I'm still ensuring that it's all firm. My rack is all firm, so I have to keep tightening the bolts, tightening them, and tightening them. So I get this other side also, this other part, and continue tightening them. It's kind of taking time because I'm using it manually. I don't have an automated screw handle. That's why it's taking some little time. So I have to screw and tighten the bolts. So once I confirm that it's firm a bit, let me first still tighten to ensure that it's completely tight and firm enough to hold bigger gadgets. So I'm planning to put a switch in here, a NAS, that's the network area, network attached storage. So I still have to make this stiff and tight. And here we go. I think it's tight enough, but there is still this other one. Let me first ensure that it's fixed firmly.
There we are, baby.
After a long struggle, we are somewhere. You know, now it's the sweat that I have to get off my body. But we are almost there. We are almost there. So what is left is to first remove this, or open up this hole, so that we can have our cables pass through here. So I will knock this off. There is also the upper one that we didn't open. Let me just open it slightly. So let me open it slightly. I'm using this chisel so that now what we're left with is our door. We get our door and try to fix it back here. So here we are. I will need to first get this holder and fix it in front, or the top side. Oh, it has a delicate joint that you have to be careful with before joining the door to the frame. And remember, this is a glass, so you have to be more careful. So I will just try to play around with it. It has a spring inside which you have to first pull, and after pulling you have to ensure that it's fixed firmly in there. So this is our spring. When you over pull it, it will go out. So I will just flip it a little. Just flip it a little, and now that it, first put the upper part in, then pull the spring from this other side, and once I target the hole where it's supposed to enter, it will be held firmly. So I will have to open and close. Open and close. So now we are left with putting our lock, and this is our lock here. Let's fix our lock. Like I said in the beginning, we have to open up the screws that hold the lock, and the screws are down. So I will put it, or rather align it well, and insert the screw that holds it firmly. I'll put it in, put it in. Then I get my screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and I'll make it a little firm. Make it a little firm. There you go. And try to fix and see if it open and close, so we can lock. And once we lock, we can remove the key. This is my key, and here we are. So I can lock it firmly, and if I want to open, I just open. I just open. So we are left with the. Let's first close and see how it appears. So I'll put these other opposite locks. I'll put this side lock, or rather side cover, from this other side. Then try to close as I get my other side. Get my other side lock. So I'm putting all the frames back, and here we are. This is how it's appearing. It's a bit firm, and I can open and close very well. So that means my rack is fully mounted, and I can open and close. So what I'm left with is installing the switch holders, or rather the gadget holders inside. I will just first get them. So let me first remove the covers so that I can get some working space. These are my holders. I will have to fix them inside, but depending on what size of your switch you're going to be putting inside, you have to there are some numbers. There are numbers of the screw holes where you're supposed to tie, or rather tighten or attach these holders, the switch holders or gadget holders. So for my case here, I'm going to attach to this hole of my choice. I'll fix a hole of my choice here, and put it in. So I'll get this. So I'm still putting the first one. Then I'll get the second one. Also attach it at the corner. But let me first remove this thing before it cuts my cables that I'll be installing in future. So I'm getting the alignment and the right measurements. I will lock it from the upper side and flip it a little. Flip it. So I'm done with the back side. Now I'm left with the front side also. Remember there are four pieces.
Next we have to put place this switch. This in the switch. This is my switch. It's a D-Link switch, 48 port. So I have to the way is mainly putting it in, just like that. This is how it's going to be fitted in. So all I will need is to get my screws. So this is how it appears after making it firmly stable and fixing it back into its location. So my next move will be to insert my Synology backup system. This one here. I just ensure that it fits in there before I start doing the networking bit of it. So it will sit there. So on completion of these, we'll put these, we'll attach these handles that hold the switch. We also put them in position. Then now next we have to look for, we have to enter our switch. Hello, morning, how are you? Good. So this is how it looks after me connecting my 48 port switch. I've only connected a few points, and this is my fiber cable. So far so good. So all I'm left with is closing up these angles, closing up those angles from both sides, and then closing the door, This is how it's gonna look. Yeah. That's my mini rack. This is how the end result is. This is the rack itself after running all the installations. This is the wall-mounted power supply. That is getting power directly from this downer stabilizer. That is the stabilizer. It gets the power down from there up, trunked and into that socket. So this is how it looks. It's already running and functioning. So if I might open up, that is how it's appearing. We have a NAS station right there. Then I have a switch installed. This is the switch, and then we have our fiber exchange points right there. So that is it, and that's it for this video. Thank you for watching till the end, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of the Opolotivasti Solutions. See you next time, same day. Kindly always keep checking for new videos. Hit that subscription button and the notification bell as we stay together. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your life. Peace and love. One. Thank you.